I was speeding because I was going to be late for work. I don't want to cry. I'm overly in tune, I'm speeding, I got that zone. Repeatedly, I deliver while punchy take a song. She messy, I got that broom, she born, I got that boom. Too soft for me, he goes through it alone. They can't do a boss and I can't do a win. I good to do something to you, he acting now, he a simp. Forever she a temp, I put the P in the pen. Keep asking where you gon' see me, well here you go, it's a glimpse. Hey loves, it's Lucy. I'm back with another video. Hi, how are you doing? So today is Sunday the 21st, and I'm just making you guys a video today because I'm like, okay, this is a perfect nice day to make a video. And it's just not any video, it's an inspirational video. And as you guys know, I've been really into inspiration, like actually for a long time. If you see my old vlogs, I did post some inspirational videos and some positive stuff. And I wrote a book. It's inspirational, and I just want you guys to know that, like, it is okay to go through whatever you're going through. As far as, like, say you're feeling discouraged, you feel like nobody really is, you know, on your team, or you feel like you're doing it all alone. I just want you guys to just know that it is okay to feel that way 100%, especially when you're pursuing your dreams and doing what God has called you to do. And you know when you're meant to do something when it keeps calling. Like, you can't, like, just shut it off. There was a moment in my life where I was like, well, I'm a Christian, of course, but there was a moment in my life when I was like, okay, I have to just listen to gospel music. Like, something is going on. Nothing is wrong with, like, listening to all gospel music or anything. I mean, that's cool and everything, but there was something that was like, condemnation or whatever that was going on. I don't know if you guys are religious, but I would put on different certain songs, and then it's like, I would feel like, dang, no, I can't do this feels so wrong. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I just, certain words that is put together, certain things that is put together, and it's like, I am the person that knows how to put everything together. I don't have to be really doing certain things to be able to create art, and I feel like it is all art. So you guys, I feel like if you guys have a calling, or if you guys are pushed to do something, just do it. Because if you wait on other people to help you do it, help you pursue it, you won't get there, or you will take a very long time to get there. I'm going to tell you right now, people put themselves first a lot of the times, or say they do put you first a lot, and then, but they have to have moments where they put themselves first at some point. If it's not now, it's going to be later, and you don't want to be, like, left in the dust and be like, dang, they really did me like that, or depending on people to put you in position, because you are your own maker, besides God, of course. But you are going to determine your path as far as, what goals do you have? How am I going to get there? When am I going to get there? How long is it going to take? What do I have to do to get there? What do I have to learn differently? What do I have to do differently? How do I have to change to get where I want to be eventually? So that was a lot of rambling. I just want to get the introduction out of the way so you guys know what is going on. And yeah, so I have my notes right underneath my camera. I am, everything is set up right on my steering wheel, which is really cool. So you guys, and I'm on the street, like, if you guys, is wondering. So there might be cars going past, and it's like, that car is too loud, doing too much. Okay, anyways. So yeah, so this is basically a video of how to be inspired. Let me say it again. This is a video about how to be inspired in 5 easy steps. You guys, I need you guys just to breeze through this with me and just follow along, because in these easy steps you will, and I have included these in my path and my journey. So you guys, yes, stay tuned. Keep watching this video and you will see all the steps. So you guys, the first step here is God, of course. That is the #1 step that you can have. Having a relationship with God, it really starts within you. It really starts within, like, your priorities. What do you put first? And a lot of the times people do put themselves first before others in other things, but I need you guys to always remember, always come back that God is the reason for your breathing, your walking, your ambition, goals. God blesses you every day. Every day that you wake up is a blessing, and God wants to bless you. He don't want to not bless you. God see how you treat others, and he, judge you based upon how you do others and treat people. So I really want you guys to take that in consideration. Put God first. By putting God first, that does mean loving on others, because God is love, and that's what I believe. And love is my favorite word in the world. Next to God is love. So, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So I just need you guys to I'm not saying you always have to read a whole bunch in the Bible, because sometimes people like me say I cannot follow along a lot. I forget a lot of things. I can't quote scriptures. But what I do is I put on sermons. I don't go to church anymore, really. I believe church do not define me, but it does say, when 2 or 3 are bind together under his word or something. See what I'm saying? I can't quote. But it's good to be in fellowship with others when worshiping and praying in God's name, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's when miracles happen and things happen, and God hears you and feels your presence. But either way, God will hear you. I do have a prayer group. We meet every Wednesday now, so I just got into that. But that is something new that I'm trying. But on the other hand, I normally see today is Sunday, so I can put on a sermon or anything, or even when I'm really feeling in the spirit or emotional one day, like I put on a sermon, I listen to God's word, and every time I put on a sermon, it's like God is speaking to me. This is how I know. The other day I put on Sarah Jake's sermon, and she was just talking about like when God blesses you and when God calls you, basically, saying you have to be ready when God calls you. God wants you to bless. God wants to bless you. God blesses the just as well as the unjust, but God will put you in position. She said that when God asked the Gentiles to guide the Jews out of Israel or something like that, they were wondering like, hey God, why didn't you give me this to do that? I didn't know when I was put in this position that you would call me to cast out demons, because you didn't tell me to cast out demons. You told me to guide them out of Jerusalem. But this is a task that I don't feel like I'm fit for. But she said that God equipped you with more. All you have to do is live in your purpose, and God will bless you 10 times. God will give you 10 times more than you thought you would get in the first place if you just go and stick to the plan and be who God has called you to be and put him first. You guys listen to God, listen to his calling. If he tells you and he keep tapping you on your shoulder and he keep showing you things and he keep here's what you need to do, you constantly think about this every day, and it's gonna be hard. Some people are not gonna help you, some people are not gonna be on your team, but you have to be on your team, and remember that God is on your team. So I don't know I don't know if number 1 was too long, but I'm sorry, I can rant all day and talk about God, but God is number 1. Okay, so now we're gonna get to number 2. Okay, so number 2 is become uncomfortable. That is number 2. Now, a lot of people is too comfortable. Too comfortable. And when I say that, I mean they're too comfortable with the people that they're hanging out with. They're too comfortable with their situation. They're too comfortable with just being the same old them. Being uncomfortable means that you have to change your circumstances. You have to change the way that you think. You have to change your surroundings. You have to put yourself in position to be uncomfortable in order to get where you are meant to be and where you're supposed to be and called to be, okay? For example, with me, since I'm making this video, I am going to tell my testimonies. So, becoming uncomfortable. I was working I was a CNA for a really long time, okay? I was a CNA for a really long time. I, wanted to get into school, but I told myself I wanted to be a therapist, right? So I ended up, I'm adopted. I ended up meeting my real sister years down the line, I was 16 years old. I remember I ended up meeting my real family, and my sister put a bug in my ear. Hey, you should try being a nurse. I did not want to be a nurse. Like, for what? Like, I see their job is stressful. I don't want that. But God knows your heart. God knows what you need. So I went to, after getting pregnant, I dropped out of Gateway because I was just going, whatever. And, I really didn't have a major at the time. I only took a couple classes, so I didn't waste too much money. So I'm like, cool, that's fine. So they ended up whacking me with taxes because I had owed for those classes. So they took my taxes out to pay for those classes that I didn't, But that was cool. I was struggling though because I was pregnant, working third shift, as a CNA, making dirt cheap, like making just money that I wasn't happy with. So eventually, fast forward, I got my license as an LPN at Bryan and Stratton, thank God, because I was like, okay, I can do this. It don't seem that hard. At school, I was passing every test. I was, didn't fail not one class, and I made it through by the grace of God because I prayed before every test. Remember, number one, and I made it through. Okay, so with that being said, I graduated. I was working as an LPN, still making over $20 an hour. I think I was actually making $25 an hour. I was still finding myself struggling. My car kept breaking down. I was crying. I remember I got pulled over at my job of 2 to 3 years. I was working at the same place. I was working under my DON's license as LPN before I actually got my license because I was a CNA there for a long time, for that company for years. So this is what happened. So after that or whatever, I remember one day I got pulled over, and it's like I just started crying and crying and crying because I was speeding because I was gonna be late for work. I don't want to cry. I was speeding because I almost got late for work. And when I tell you everything happens for a reason, like, it's just, I was at a point in my life where I didn't want to ask people. I was tired of asking people for stuff. I was, asking people for rides when my car would break down. My freaking my tire was constantly going down. I was just so stressed, not thinking straight. Work was hectic, super busy, not making enough money. And it's like, oh, I just put on makeup. I just thank God so much. And then I got into a relationship with this guy, which everybody, just because somebody God's put somebody in your life does not mean that you have to be with them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this: God put somebody in my life. It was like, hey, he basically pushed me to become a travel nurse. Okay, when I tell you that changed my situation so much. I was so scared at the thought of being uncomfortable, at the thought of pushing myself to be a travel nurse, going away, hours away from home by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. What's gonna happen? I'm by myself. I'm little. Like, anything can happen to me. I don't know anybody. Like, all this stuff. And when I tell you, when your God's about to give you or put you in a position and put you in a different situation in life, the devil's gonna attack your mind to think all the bad. But he's not allowing you to think about the good. So I'm going to need you to put it like this. When that happened to me, I got my first travel job. It was right at the end of COVID. I was making dang near $3,000 every week. That put me in position to save. I was working 5 days out of the week. I was working, I think I was working 4 days out of the week, but I was working 12-hour shifts. So I kept clocking. I was working 48 hours a week, clocking. I met this girl from New York. My travel sis, okay? I still keep in contact with her sometimes. I told her I'm going to make it to New York, but I didn't yet. It was so cool. She was cool. We was hanging out. We was like sisters. We was going to get our nails done. We was going to the gym. It was just nice. I met her, and yeah, we just kicked it off. My first travel job. And now that's what I do full time. I'm a travel nurse. I go to different facilities. I love my residents. But and all that, and all the struggling, working at the other job, not making nothing. I wanted to do music. I wanted to pursue music. I was rapping on the side. People liked my music at work. Everybody was saying, oh, Alicia raps. Alicia, the residents was even, oh, she's a rapper, right? When I tell you, I didn't have time. I didn't have money to rap and pursue my dreams. But when I tell you now, I'm going for full force with all that God has blessed me with, and then some. Like, I'm able to do, like, behind the scenes. I'm not gonna share anything right now because everything's not 100%, you know what I'm saying? But God has blessed me to do some marvelous things, like marvelous things. I wrote a book that you guys know. It's out, Pretty Hurts. I just want you guys, go shop on Amazon. Go look at my book video. The link is in there. You guys, there you go. I just want you guys to, you know, go shop that. And yeah, like, God has put me in position, and also, like, speaking life into people. Hold up. I don't know what happened. But yeah, speaking life into people is what I want to do, because God has blessed me so much, and I just want you guys to be uncomfortable. I had changed my scenery. I stopped going out as much. I began to focus on what I need to focus on, okay? Be uncomfortable. The temperature is rising because it's really hot in here, and I'm just talking on my phone, on the camera. So the camera might shut off. So I'm just gonna finish the last 3, and then I'm gonna get back to you. Hey loves, okay, so I'm back. So my bad, I was the freaking camera overheated, so I had to come back, of course. And I'm just gonna finish the last 3. I was kind of ranting a lot and talking a lot, but you guys, I really have to finish this because I feel like these are important and you have to listen, okay? You have to listen to what I'm saying, okay? So, okay, so we have 3 more steps to go. So our last one, we left at become uncomfortable. Becoming uncomfortable is very important, because if we don't become uncomfortable, we're not going to reach the next level, okay? We have to become uncomfortable to be a different person, to have a different mindset in order to be equipped to move on to the next level in our journeys, okay? And also to help being inspired, how to remain inspired. This is number 3. Sorry, because I keep talking. Number 3 is watching motivational videos and reading motivational books. This helps because once you see somebody else doing something, it makes you want to do it, right? Like, automatically it's like, oh shoot, like they did it, I can do it too. So that's exactly what that feeling is. I watched the documentary. You guys all should go watch it on Amazon. Tyler Perry's documentary. Go look it up, Google it. I forgot the name. I don't know the name, but it was, I was crying, okay, because he showed his journey. He went through so much. He used his last on this play, and nobody showed up, but he kept trying to put on the same play for years, and nobody heard him. Like, the same play for years, and nobody heard him. It took one time, one night, for him to just blow up off of that same play that everybody was sleeping on. So when I tell you, if people sleeping on you, oh well, keep putting it in their face. Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. He was homeless. Okay, he was homeless, and he moved to another state just to pursue his dreams, okay? And he made it in that state that he moved to pursue his dreams, even with all the obstacles that was coming his way. If that's not ambitious enough, that movie really woke me up, and that movie really helped me. And also, besides movies, when it comes to books, I read like financial books, I read informational books, I read a lot of psychiatry books written by psychiatrists on basically like how to change your thinking. And I read this book called Toxic Happiness, or something like that, but it's in my previous videos that I posted on YouTube. I was talking about it. How being too positive can be actually toxic to you, because it's like you gotta be humanized. You have to be okay with feeling certain feelings and living through them and pushing through them, okay? It's not when we become like when we always are happy, or, you know, try to make it seem like you're happy all the time when obviously you're not. You know, there's something called serotonin that produces or releases more on different days. I mean, like, okay, say Monday you have a huge release of serotonin, you're feeling good, you're feeling great. Say Thursday comes around and you're just like, why am I feeling like this? serotonin, okay? You're not gonna have that burst of serotonin all the time, okay? You have to calm down, be okay with going through feeling depressed or something sometimes. Like, when you're depressed all the time, okay, cool. That might be a chemical imbalance that you can fix. But if you just have those down times, or if life just isn't going right for you, which is life, then that's perfectly fine. You have to learn how to push through it and get through it, okay? Without having to ignore the fact that you're feeling like this. You have to live in your feelings and be able to rise above whatever is happening. Pray and move on. We have 4, just do it. This is like easier said than done, of course, but it works. Not thinking about stuff too much can help you reach the next level, or can help you actually pursue your dreams. Like, now I find myself and I say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I still find myself thinking about it a little bit, but it's like I don't want to think about it too much, because if I think about it, I'm not gonna do it. Like, okay, it's good to have budgets and plan and all that extra stuff, but it's like, okay, I plan to do this date, you know, this time, have these people. But it's like, okay, when you actually sit there and think about, how am I gonna do this? What if this go wrong? And what if this happened? What if that happened? What if this person don't come? What if this and that? But you just gotta think like, okay, yeah, have backup plans, but at the same time, it's like, don't overthink about it, because if you overthink about it, it's gonna mess you up, and you're not gonna want to pursue what you're doing. You're not actually gonna do it. I'll be like, dang, this is $400. This is gonna cost a lot of money. How am I gonna get that back? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, do it. Push no matter what, and it will come to pass. Everything will come back 100-fold that you lost. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do is number 5. Number 5 is financial upgrade, physical upgrade, because it builds confidence, which brings success. That's what I read, and that's what I wrote. So number 5, let me read that again. Financial upgrade and physical upgrade, because it builds confidence, which, furthermore, eventually, doesn't have to happen right away, doesn't have to happen the same day, but brings success, okay? Girl, I'm gonna need you to get in that bag, okay? Get in that bag and do what you gotta do as far as yourself. I fixed my teeth. I whitened my teeth. I got a boob job, as you can see in my thing, because after I had my baby, I had nothing. So, with that being said, physical appearance can boost your confidence, which makes you want to pursue things in life. Dress good, get up. You don't have to get work done, okay? You don't have to put on big lashes. You don't have to get weave in your head. Like, you don't have to do all that. But all I'm saying is wake up, wash your face. You know, you be cute with a little lip gloss, fix your hair up, bun, slick it up real cute. You know what I'm saying? Get your little fit on, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be name brand. This is a name brand. You feel me? But, you know, do what you gotta do. Financial upgrade. Be uncomfortable. Find that better job. If you have to leave the old one that's not valuing you and your presence. Okay? You're killing yourself. If you can go to school, go to school. If you can't, that's okay too. Hustle your way up to financial gain, okay? It's not that easy, but when you put your mind to it and just do it, you can do it. You feel me? Do you feel me? Are you following along, okay? Don't look at this too much. I gotta get my hair done. But yeah, you guys. So that was 5 steps. That was 5 steps, okay, to remain inspired. 5 steps to upgrade, you know, 5 things that you need to do to become who you want to be in life. And if you just follow these steps, you will get where you need to be in your life. And when you come back and you look at the video like, dang, she told me, didn't she? Yes, I did, you guys. Yes, I did. And I'm over here looking at myself instead of talking to the camera, but I'm talking to the camera. And you know what I'm saying? You guys, listen, I'm going to look deep in. Be who you want to be in life, because nobody's going to be it for you, okay? There's people out here looking at you and they pretend not to see you, but they see you. They see everything you're doing. They see everything you're talking about. So I'm going to need you to get with the program. You are who you say you are, and that's just that. So you guys, thank you again for watching my video. I will catch you at the next videos that I have, you guys. I will do BTS's behind the scenes of my music videos that's coming up, and whatever I'm doing, I will include you guys. And I really love you. Thank you so much for the new subscribers that recently subscribed. I ask that you press that subscribe button right now. Like right now, I need to get my subscribers up because I don't know how people get up to 1,000 so fast. But with this video, how to, I'm gonna continue to do what I do and make more videos for you guys. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good Sunday. Bye. Or it's probably like Tuesday or Monday when I post this, but yeah. Bye.
Oh.